Okay, so to erase backgrounds of images for graphic design, we use this app. So when you open the app, this is the interface, right? So you click here, that is load a photo. So you just scroll down. Let me choose the picture I want to erase. Let me look for the picture I want to erase. Let me look for a picture that I want to erase. Okay, so let me pick this girl over here. Now you can trim it to the size you want, or like adjust it. When you are done, then you click here. You see this done sign here, so you click on it, then it appears. Now we have a lot of things. We have extract. This extract, the function is very limited, so usually I don't use it, because with extract maybe you want to create a sticker, WhatsApp sticker. You can use the extract, because that will WhatsApp stickers, you don't usually want a fine outcome. Now we come to auto. Auto is a particular feature that allows you to delete or erase backgrounds with similar colors, right? So let's look at something. You realize that the background here, right? So when I place it there, the colors are the same, so it erased all the color. When I bring it here, let me bring it here. I'm bringing it to this side, showing you something. When I put it here, you see that it has erased all the similar colors, right? Very simple. Now look at this particular line here. This is threshold of similar color, so we are working with auto. Now when I move this, the number here will tell me the range at which it is going to erase. So if it is a high range, let me go back, undo. Okay, I've undone it. Now if this is here, this is at 6. When I click on 6, you see that it erases just small parts, right? Just smaller parts. But when I increase the threshold and I click on it, it increases the area surface that it erases. So when I bring it here, it erases almost everything. Very simple. Then we come to magic. Let me go back. So this particular sign here is undo. So you can undo, you can redo. So I want to undo everything. Now let's come to magic. Magic also erases or automatically detects the area or the margins that you want to erase. Now this button here increases the size of the circle that you'll be using, and there is a cursor offset up here. This is the cursor offset that allows you to decrease the place you hold from the length of this small circle. This circle is where you hold and drag. So this side allows you to adjust the length. So when you decrease it, it becomes equal. So it means you have to touch the circle and move it, but mostly your hand will not allow you to see what you are doing well, so you bring it out so that you can hold it. Now, as I said, this magic detects automatically the margins. So when I hold it, I just go pass it through the margin, so it detects the margins and then deletes or erases it for me, right? So simple. So it just detects the margins. So the color, you see the color of the margins are different from the color of the background. So it just goes like that. Very simple. Now, one thing about background erasing is that when you have pictures that have different colors, it is very simple to do it. The color of the image different from the color of the background is very simple, but if you have similar background color, then it becomes very difficult to do the erasing, right? So it has automatically detected the margins, right? So I'm trying to, because the color is the same, it's very difficult to get it right. So you realize that the hair up here has become something like a line, which shouldn't be so, right? So I can go to manual. For manual, you have to use it on your own. So manual, let me go back, undo. Okay, so manual, I can increase the size of the circle, the offset too, you can adjust it, then you pull it. So with the manual, you have to go slowly, right? The manual, very slowly, because whatever it touches, it will erase, right? So the manual, you have to work with it very slowly. Now let's say I want to, let me go and take another image. Let me go back and pick another image and show you something. Okay, let me pick this image. Now you realize that this image is very blurry. The background of the image is not too clear. So if I click on auto, let me increase it, you see that it has cleaned some parts of the image. Undo, right? Because the reason is that the color of the hand is similar to that of the trees or the woods here. Some parts of the hands are having the same color here. So when you click on the auto, it will clean some of your image. So you might not be able to use auto effectively here. So what I can use is, I can use my magic to do it slowly. So magic will work with this particular image very smooth, right? Magic will be able to work. Undo. Magic will be able to work it out slowly. Now you see this particular one, there's a place here, that is, the hair is out, the image, the background is in the hair. So I have to be able to erase those ones. That is when the zoom tool becomes useful. So this is the zoom tool. So I click on zoom, then I zoom it, right? So I zoom it in. Now after zooming it, I can use my manual, right? So this is my manual. So I just increase the cursor on the manual, then I pass it through, right? I pass it through to wherever I want to, whatever I want to do, just pass it through, pass it through. Very simple. Okay, this time let me decrease it so that it can go through here. So just passing it through. So for the sake of tutorials, I might not get time to do it like, but once you learn how to do it, you just take your time and do it, because erasing of images is very important in graphic design. Usually it's good if you have an image that the background is quite different. That would be very easy, but most often you wouldn't get that, so you have to work your way out, right? So now let me click on the zoom and zoom back. So you realize that I've been able to clean those small places very effectively. So I can do this. Let me just continue. Let me zoom in a little bit, then I use magic. Now let me use magic here. Okay, decrease the size. So when you have a small place, you just decrease the cursor, the size of the cursor, then you work it out. So simple, right? Then okay, so this side I can view. Can do it very fast, right? Now we also have the repair button, but I'll come to it. Let me finish with this. So first of all, you work on the margins. So when you are done working on the margin, it's very easy to just work on the outside. That is very simple. You can just erase it. So simple, right? Zoom. Okay, this side. So mostly the magic helps you to do a lot of things. You just zoom in. So even if you have similar colors, all you need to do is that zoom in. After zooming in, then you use your magic. So use the magic to work it out. Clean the margins. When you erase the margins, the rest is so simple. You just do it with a small touch. You can be very fast in doing it. So now you realize that I've been able to clean it. Now let's come to the repair. Let's say this is manual. I've cleaned something here, right? I want to repair it. Just click on repair. You realize that the repair allows you to clean it. So if the mistake was done on the edges, maybe at this point you made some mistake here, I cleaned part of the hand, it's a mistake, I can undo. But maybe if I undo it, let's say, let me undo, it has come back. Like, let me redo. Maybe undoing it will spoil some other aspect you don't want to. Just go to repair, then you slowly clean it, right? So simple. When you are done, then you click on the done sign. Click on done, then your image appears here. So it appears here, it shows you certain parts that has not been cleaned well. For instance, this, you can go back and clean it. Right? Even this side has not been cleaned well. This side too. So it gives you certain parts that you have not cleaned, so you can just go back here. This one, this smooth, you can just go. You see the arrow here, this arrow, just click on the arrow, then you go back to the working space. Now when you are done, you can smooth edges with these numbers are here. You can smooth the edges. So you click, you see when I click, it becomes smoother. But usually I don't recommend that you exceed 3, because when you exceed 3, you just spoil your image, right? When you are done, you click on save. This is save. This is save, right? So you click on save, then it saves, then you finish. That's all. Very simple.